Hello friends, this is Wendy. I almost wasn't going to do this. Oh, and I don't think I'm going to do it with this actually. But I almost wasn't going to be brave. And I finally decided it's just a piece of paper. Also, I want to celebrate, wait for it, the additional 3 seconds that we get of additional daylight today. So, okay, back to work. I just celebrated that, and tomorrow we get 5 additional seconds of daylight. We'll see what this looks like. I don't know. Is it too busy? Should I try it? Oh. Okay. It is. I'm gonna go with what I know. Oh, should I do my music? No. I cleaned this off really well after yesterday's, the day before's, whatever day it was. Absolute epic fail. Which I have now learned was not an epic fail. It was a learning experience. Yes. Okay, I'm trying very hard not to set myself up for failure. So let's see if I can do this, because I am not going to lie, I am a little nervous. No, I'm a lot nervous. That was a lie. I'm a lot nervous. I am nervous in the extreme. So let's see if I can get enough goo on here. Yes, we're going to start right off with my overcoming my failure, jumping back on the horse, getting back on that horse, yes. Why would anybody get back on a horse that just knocked you off? I don't know. I did that once. I have been on a horse for a matter of a few moments because I got on it and then it threw me off and I went flying through the air and I landed on my back and and I was young. Thank goodness I was a lot younger. I would never have survived that now. But I survived, and my friend's husband took her out and spanked her. I watched him do it. I thought that was really interesting. He kept saying, "She's a city girl. You don't put her on a horse." So there you go. That was my horse story. Aren't you excited to know that? Okay, this is another horse story. Getting back on this horse after my epic fail. I decided to set myself up for success by having everything all ready where I need it. I would do gold, except I've never done the gold. So I'm going to do the white. So there you go. That's what I'm going to do. I still have, I have cleaned that off multiple times. There must be some kind of chemical in the goo that brings out the residue of ink that's still on my stamp even after I have scrubbed it. Okay, let's see how this goes. I was watching someone, I don't remember who, make a comment of, if you don't put your stuff back into your jar and screw the cap on, you could have truly a disaster. And I thought, oh, somebody's actually done it. She said, "Don't ask me how I know." So, she did it. I wish I could remember who that was. That was pretty funny. Because I've often thought, oh, I can just see myself doing that. So, cap on. I remember who it was. She's actually a Tim Holtz maker. So, there you go. All right. Here we go. Let's see. I did touch it with my finger, so it could be a little bit of a disaster. I'm going to speed this up because this could take a moment. Okay, so let's see if you can see this in, yeah, you can see it like that. It worked. So I'm going to start with the lightest color. We're going again with the Distress Oxide. So, just because I am not well versed in this particular art medium, and get my water, spritz it. Now I'm probably going to need some darker colors so that the actual recessed ink will show up. Why do I forget things? Embossing. There we go. Embossing powder. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna spritz and clean. Take a second to do that. So this is another Sunshine Solstice. I have sunshine. I have no snow. I live in the Rocky Mountains. We are 4,500 feet above sea level. No snow. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna dry this, and then I'm gonna do the other two colors, so I'll just speed that up. So I'm gonna put on one of my absolute most favorite stencils. I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna try. You know, I might use my brush. Wonder if I'd have more control with the brush. Well, I'm gonna first just try this Twisted Citron. I've never done this before. This is another thing I have absolutely never ever done before. Okay, that looks good. Tape it down. There we go. Let me find my husband's painter's tape. Okay, well, I've painted it down. I've taped it down, then I got it out of your line of vision. Well, that was silly. Let me find another color. Let's try some spiced marmalade, and this time I will use my brush. See if I can get this to do what I want it to do. See if it does a little better job than when I'm using the blending foam. Yeah. This back down. Something moved. Oh, I guess that did move. I guess that's not the one I should pull up. Oh, bummer. Okay, I feel like I need a bit more on here. I think I'm not going to worry if they overlap in colors, just because this is A, it's play. B, it's probably going to be a background. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, really, honestly. Let's put some down here. Okay. Do I want any more of that? I think I'm going to put some up here. See how this will go. So the first thing I did was I put down the goo so that I could do then the heat embossing. There were embossing folders, which also, you know, emboss. Okay. I've decided I want more Twisted Citron. I love this. Tim Holtz himself described this as like a neon lime. So that's what he calls it. This must be what it is. Nice thing about green going over yellow, since green and yellow are, well, yellow is a part of the color green. It kind of goes over pretty good. I would like to bring in some, oh, what is it? Seedless preserves. I would like to do that. So I think I will. I think I will finish doing all of this before I lift it again. Wonder how many layers I'm willing to do. I had a scrapbooking friend who had made a comment about how people who do, well, junk journaling and just the mixed media kind of things, that they often, you know, they do something pretty fabulous and then they cover it up, and so you only see a little tiny bit of it. And I think, and I at the time absolutely agreed with her. But now that I'm playing like this, I actually think that the playing is the whole point. And doing more and more layers until you get it to where you go, ooh, I really like it. Doesn't really matter that we have, let me get some more of this. We've covered up something that we spent time working on. It was the spending the time working on it that meant everything, right? So you can give me a big thumbs up if you agree. And if you don't, then don't cover up your stuff. I have not been big on covering up my stuff, so I'm not like running around saying that and then doing it. But I think that it, you know, there's a valid argument to doing that. Oh my! Is that wonderful or what? So I'm gonna have to, I don't know what I'm gonna need to do to bring out the resist. I probably have to spritz it. So let's finish this up like this. But I love it. And I am going to have to see what I need to do to bring out the resist. I guess that's what it is. It's a resist. So anyway, yeah, so sometimes the journey is the journey, right? It's not the destination. I will say it really made me feel better, and I'm still getting comments from the Tim Holtz addicts on how they really like the way it turned out and that. The one from yesterday, the one that went right into my drawer. But I appreciate it like a lot. I appreciate that they are so kind and generous with their praise, you know? I think I've mentioned before, both of my parents were school teachers. And I think they had a real thing about perfection. And they knew that they weren't perfect themselves, but they expected their daughter to be. Their only daughter. Let's see if I can get a little bit of green on that spot. I don't know. This purple is a pretty strong color. Oh. Does that look like sunshine or what? Is that sunshine and happiness and all things, you know, going out of the darkest day of the year and into spring that you can think of? I mean, I sure think it is. I'm going to put a little bit just on this edge here just to kind of get rid of that empty white spot space. And I guess what I'm going to have to do, let's see. We'll see what happens. The big reveal will be when I dab some of the water away. Let's see if it shows up then, the resist. Because if it really doesn't, then there was no point in doing that step, right? I mean, and though it might not make any difference for this one, it will make a difference in choices that I make in the future. Because, you know, what is the point if you don't see the white lettering underneath? I'm going to let this dry and see what that does. And then once it's dry, I think I will rub on it and see if I can't get some of the lettering to show up. So it does show up, but I think it shows up better when you do it last. And I would just either wait for all of the paint to dry, all of the inks to dry completely. Or, yeah, that's what I would do, and then do it on top of it. So, like, wait a day or something in the future. So, anyway, I think this is pretty. And then I put the Distress Glaze on top. So I'm going to start out the same with the same 3 oxides. So start with Squeeze Lemonade because it's the lightest. Then Mustard Seed, and then Fossilized Amber. And that's because I want these to be sunny and bright. So, and I could do other colors, but they wouldn't be sunny and bright, right? Oh, I dropped my foam. I did originally put these things on the back. They stay okay. I quit doing it. I probably would like to do it on at least some of mine again. But okay. So I'm starting with Squeezed Lemonade. And I am going to speed this up because you've seen this process before. So now I am going to use an embossing folder and emboss it. We'll see how this goes. I am hoping Wild Honey will be what I want. A little nervous. Again, this is something I've never done before. And something I'm finding out about myself, which is a sad little thing to realize. But because I don't want to make a mistake, you know, because I want things to be perfect the first time, I don't get out of my comfort zone very often. Okay. It's only paper. It's only paper. It's only paper. Okay. Let's see what this does. It's only paper. It's looking really good, though. I am definitely liking this. Put a little more color over here. So this is one of my favorite embossing folders. It's called Swirl. And I like to use it. So if I'm scrapbooking, I'll use them for clouds. I think it makes great clouds. Let's see, this would be like sun rays, right? So I am really liking this. Part of me wants to spritz it and see what happens, and a lot of me does not. Should I spritz it and see what happens, or should I just be happy with the way it is. And I'm really leaning towards being happy with the way it is. I think I'm going to use the spice marmalade around the outside. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this either, except I do have an idea. I was thinking about tearing it in half diagonally, and then oh, I'm so glad I did this. Look at this. Anyways, tearing it in half diagonally and then putting on one of those larger pieces of paper that I cut yesterday that I haven't used yet. Ooh. This is definitely sunshine and fiery and warm and wonderful. So I would tear it, and then I would ink the teared portions of it. Make sure all the edges are, looking fabulous. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of this, just a bit, just to bring out a little more color. Let me find where I threw my distressed glaze thing. Here it is. Here's the glaze. I can get the glaze on Subscribe and Save with Amazon. So I like that idea. And because I don't know how fast I'll go through this. It actually wasn't terribly expensive. I always think of everything, being really expensive, but it really wasn't terribly expensive. So here we go. It is now all glazed, I think. I think I got all of it. There we go. I do need to clean. I say that every single video, but I really need to clean today. And get this all nice and neat. So we made two projects. One is fiery, sunny, fiery, and the other one is more like gardeny happiness. I think it's back upside down. I like them both. I think they turned out really well, and I hope you enjoyed them too. I like the way they both turned out. And if you enjoyed this video, ooh, I need to put this right in the center. I was just trying to get it like not in a mess. All right, give it a big thumbs up. Hit your notification bell and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a nice sunny day. I hope you enjoy your 3 additional seconds today. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye.